There are moments in the automotive industry that you only understand in hindsight. A merger that changes everything. A partnership that shifts the balance of power so completely that the old order simply never recovers. The alliance between Changan, Huawei and CATL is one of those moments, and most people in the West have not fully grasped what it means yet. Let us start with the three names. Changan is not a new player. Founded in 1862, yes, 1862, it is one of the oldest automotive companies in the world. Today, it produces over 2 million vehicles per year and operates as one of China's 4 largest state-owned automakers. It brings decades of manufacturing discipline, scale, and engineering experience that few companies anywhere on Earth can match. Huawei needs no introduction in the technology world, but its role in the automotive industry is less understood outside China. Through its Qiankun intelligent driving platform, Huawei has become the most advanced provider of autonomous driving technology currently fitted to any mass-produced vehicle on the planet. Not a promise, not a roadmap. A deployed, functioning, continuously improving system that is already on public roads across China. And CATL, Contemporary Amperex Technology Limited, is the single most important battery company in the world. It supplies cells to BMW, Mercedes, Tesla, Volkswagen, and virtually every other major automaker that builds electric vehicles. It holds more battery patents than any other company on Earth. Its Shenxing technology represents the fastest charging lithium iron phosphate battery ever put into a production car. 3 companies, 3 areas of absolute dominance, and they decided to build one car together. That car is the Avatr 07L, and it is a problem that BMW, Porsche and Mercedes are going to have a very difficult time explaining away. When you look at the Avatr 07L for the first time, something feels different. Not because it is loud or aggressive in the way that some Chinese designs have been, but because it is restrained in a way that communicates absolute confidence. The design language is called vast space, a philosophy of clean, sweeping surfaces with no unnecessary detail, no decorative elements that serve no function, and no attempt to copy anything that already exists in the premium SUV market. The result is a vehicle that is 4,910 millimeters long, 1,970 millimeters wide, and 1,635 millimeters tall, placing it directly in the territory of the BMW X5 and the Porsche Cayenne in terms of footprint. The exterior features a full-width LED light bar across the rear that runs the entire width of the car. Flush, retractable door handles that disappear completely into the body panels when not in use. A panoramic glass roof and mounted at the center of the roofline. A LiDAR sensor unit with 896 individual channels. That last detail matters more than it might initially appear. Most vehicles that claim autonomous driving capability use cameras and radar. The Avatr 07L uses LiDAR, a technology that creates a 3-dimensional map of the environment in real time, in all weather conditions, at all times of day and night, and with 896 channels. It is processing more spatial data simultaneously than any other production vehicle currently available anywhere in the world. The interior continues the same philosophy. A 15.6-inch central display runs Huawei HarmonyOS 5, the same operating system that powers hundreds of millions of smartphones and smart devices globally. The front seats offer zero-gravity positioning, a recline angle designed to reduce spinal pressure during long journeys. Inspired by NASA research into posture in low-gravity environments, there are 25 Meridian speakers, a British audio brand that supplies premium sound systems to Jaguar and Land Rover. Soft closed doors, ambient lighting with multiple zones, and rear seats that recline independently to allow the back passengers the same level of comfort as the driver. This is not a list of features assembled to impress on a specification sheet. Every element of the 07L was designed around a single question. What does the person inside this car actually need? And how can we give it to them better than anyone else has ever done it? The technology story of the Avatr 07L is really the story of what Huawei has achieved with its Qiankun ADS5 intelligent driving system, and why it represents something genuinely different from what BMW, Mercedes and Porsche currently offer their customers. Huawei's approach to autonomous driving does not rely on a driver providing a map of a known location in advance. The system builds its own understanding of the environment from scratch every single time, using a combination of LiDAR, millimeter wave radar, and cameras working together simultaneously. The result is a vehicle that can navigate city streets with traffic lights, pedestrians, cyclists, unexpected obstacles, construction zones, and intersections. Without the driver touching the wheel, it can enter and exit motorways, change lanes, overtake slower vehicles, and respond to emergency situations faster than human reaction time allows. Huawei calls the underlying capability of the system end-to-end artificial intelligence, meaning the car does not follow a set of pre-programmed rules for different scenarios. It learns, it improves. Every kilometer driven by every avatar on the road feeds data back into the system, making the collective intelligence of every car smarter over time. By comparison, BMW's current driver assistance technology, which it markets as a premium feature on the X5, can handle motorway driving in limited conditions with hands-off capability for defined periods. It cannot navigate city streets autonomously. It cannot handle the full complexity of urban traffic without driver supervision. The gap between what Huawei has built and what the German brands currently offer is not a matter of months. It is a matter of fundamental architecture. And the Avatr 07L comes with this technology as standard equipment on every single trim level. No optional upgrade, no premium package required. It is simply what the car does. If Huawei's contribution to the Avatr 07L is about intelligence, CATL's contribution is about energy, and specifically about making the anxiety around electric vehicle range and charging time as close to irrelevant as current technology allows. The 07L uses CATL's Shenxing battery, a lithium iron phosphate cell architecture that represents a fundamentally different approach to fast charging compared to the technology used in most other electric vehicles. Most electric vehicles slow down charging significantly once the battery reaches around 80% capacity, because high charge rates at high state of charge generate heat that degrades the cells over time. The Shenxing battery maintains fast charging rates across a much wider range of the charging curve, meaning it goes from 30 to 80% in approximately 10 minutes under optimal conditions. 10 minutes. For context, that is roughly the time it takes to walk into a service station, use the facilities, buy a drink, and walk back to your car. The total battery capacity in the Avatr 07L is 100 kilowatt-hours in the long-range version. This delivers a WLTP estimated range of over 650 kilometers on a single charge, placing it above the BMW X5 xDrive 50 and above the Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid in terms of electric range. The powertrain itself features dual permanent magnet motors producing a combined output of 530 kilowatts, that is approximately 712 horsepower, sending the 07L from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.6 seconds. The Porsche Cayenne Turbo e-hybrid manages 3.4 seconds. The BMW X5M competition manages 3.8. The Avatr 07L sits directly between them, at a price significantly lower than either. CATL did not build a battery for this car. It built a reason to stop worrying about electric vehicles entirely. Here is the question that every BMW, Porsche, and Mercedes executive is going to have to answer over the next few years. Not to the press, not to investors, to their own engineers. Why didn't we build this first? Because the components that make the Avatr 07L what it is were not invented last year. LiDAR technology has existed for decades. High-density battery cells have been the subject of research across every major automotive company on Earth for 20 years. Artificial intelligence applied to autonomous driving has been discussed, funded, and pursued by every major technology company and car manufacturer simultaneously for the better part of the last decade. The difference is not that China had access to capabilities the West did not. The difference is what China chose to do with them. Changan chose to form an alliance rather than protect competitive boundaries. Huawei chose to make autonomous driving standard equipment rather than a premium add-on. CATL chose to prioritize charging speed and range simultaneously rather than accepting a trade-off between them. And together, the three companies chose to price the result not as a luxury object for a narrow demographic, but as a premium vehicle that a much wider range of buyers can genuinely consider. That is the decision that the German brands failed to make. For decades, they sold the same fundamental product: an engine, a gearbox, a leather interior, and a badge, and convinced the world that the badge was worth the premium, and it wasn't for a long time, because there was nothing credible to compare it to. The Avatr 07L changes that equation. It gives a buyer who walks into a BMW or Porsche dealership a genuine reason to pause, a reason to ask whether the badge is still worth the difference. Now that the difference is no longer about technology, capability, or quality, now it is only about tradition. And tradition, as history has shown, is not a business model. So here's the question I want to leave you with today. If you were standing in a showroom tomorrow, with the Avatr 07L on one side and the BMW X5 or the Porsche Cayenne on the other, and the price difference was significant, which one would you choose? And more importantly, why? Tell me in the comments, because that answer is the most honest indicator of where the premium SUV market is actually heading. Subscribe if you want to follow this story as it unfolds, because the next chapter is already being written, and it is going to surprise a lot of people.